Hi, I'm Brina and this is my DCP tag. So I'm not really used to being on camera, so this is going to be a little learning experience, but I'll do my best. I'm going to be looking down in this direction, that's where my computer is, and so that's where my questions are. And without further ado, DCP tag. Alright, so the first question is, how did I hear about the program? So I've actually known about the program for maybe 2 or 3 years, and I found out about the program from vloggers on YouTube. I watched a ton of DCP vlogs, and I was so enamored. I thought it was so cool. So definitely vlogs. My favorite vloggers are Emily Enchanted and Emily's Wonderland. There's a theme going here, I know. So the second question is, how was the interview process? So I was lucky that my interview process was actually pretty simple and pretty chill because I wasn't actually planning on doing the program this spring. So I wasn't super hard banking on getting in, so it made it a lot more relaxing. I signed up for the notifications, and so when I got the notifications that applications were open, I was actually on my way driving to school, so I didn't apply immediately, but I applied, I think, 3 or 4 days after applications opened once I got settled in at school. And then I kind of forgot about it, I didn't hear anything, and then out of the blue, I got moved to my web interview in, I believe, early November, and I was super pumped, but I didn't think I was going to be doing this program because I was in school and I kind of wanted to get my associates first, but I figured might as well see what it's all about and see how it goes, not expecting to get in. So I took my web interview, I passed that, and then I scheduled my phone interview for, I believe, less than a week later, and once I scheduled my phone interview, I started going super overtime into watching vlogs and research, and I realized that I wanted to do it. I hadn't planned on doing it, but now that the opportunity was seeming like it was actually going to be there, I wanted to do it. So I did a ton of research, and I did mock interviews, and I had my phone interview, which is on my channel. You can go ahead and go watch it. I'll link it in the description box down below. But it went alright. I was super nervous, but I figured if I didn't get in, I wasn't planning on it anyway, so it would be fine. And if I did, then great, it would be meant to be. And so once I did my phone interview, I got my acceptance email, I believe about a week and a half later, so it wasn't too bad. I was okay with it. Alright, so that, on to question number 3, where was I when I found out? So I had been, as I'm sure many people were, I was stalking the Twitter pages of the different recruiters and, following along with every acceptance wave. And so I got the notification that there was an acceptance wave going on one day, I believe it was a Tuesday. And so all morning I was, refreshing my email, waiting to see. Nothing happened, so I just went to class, and then as I was sitting in class, I got an email from DCP Recruiting, kind of had a heart attack in the middle of class, but then I didn't want to risk opening and having the answer be no in class, so I put my phone in my backpack and made myself stop thinking about it so I could focus in class. I think that's the least I've ever talked in class. I was so nervous, and so as soon as I got out of class, I called my roommate who had listened to me talk about it for weeks, bless her heart, and I screamed over the phone to her that I had gotten the email and that I didn't want to open it. So she said that she was in class, so I drove across campus, a little bit over the speed limit, drove across campus to where she was in class, and she actually came out of class and met me in the parking lot and read me the email. So I was standing in a parking lot in the snow on campus, and my roommate told me I got in, and I started crying, and I was so excited. It was great. Okay, on to question number for what is my role. So my role is merchandise, and that was actually one of my top 3 roles. My top 3 roles were merchandise, attractions, and character attendant, but I kind of actually wanted merchandise the most because I have worked retail for the past 4 years, and I know a lot of people don't like retail. I actually love it. I love staying busy. I love customer interaction, so I was super excited to get merchandise. How did I find my roommates? I didn't. I went random. I originally did have a group that I found on Facebook, but then when we found out that my date was only allowed to link with one other person, I figured I would just go random and see what happened. I'm pretty easy to get along with, and I don't really care who I live with, so I'm going random. Hopefully it works out. We'll see. Okay, question number 6. What am I going to miss while in the program? So I have actually, unfortunately, gotten used to not being at home. I live in Oregon, but I have been going to school in Western Massachusetts for the last 2 years, so 3,000 miles away across the country. So I've gotten pretty used to being away from home, but the one thing that I'm really going to miss is my dog, Peach. She actually was with me at school this year, and as much as I would love to bring her with me because she is my emotional support animal, I just didn't think it would be fair to leave her in the apartment all alone. She's super attached to me, very attention needy, and she's still a puppy, so I just didn't think leaving her in a crate all day would be fair to her. So thankfully my parents have agreed to watch her while I'm gone, but she's the only thing I've cried about. I'm going to miss her so much. She's down on the floor. Let me grab her for you. So this is Peach. She's the thing I'm going to miss the absolute most. She holds the key to my heart. I love her so much. So we'll see how I do. She doesn't like that. She's excited. The window's open. She hears a lot of things. She's excited. Anyway, okay, on to question number 7. What is my favorite Disney park? So I unfortunately have not actually ever been to Disney World. I have been to Disneyland twice. I went for the first time with my choir just 4 years ago in high school. So I don't think I can really fairly answer this. I loved Disneyland, but I'm super excited to experience Disney World, and I think the park I am most excited for is definitely Animal Kingdom. Okay, on to question number 8. First thing I want to do when I get there, I want to see the castle. Plain and simple, I want to eat a Dole Whip and see the castle. Alright. What is number 9? What is number 1 on my bucket list? I want to meet every character. I unfortunately have only gotten to meet a couple of characters since I've only been to the parks twice, and the people I went with weren't really into it, so I want to meet all the characters. And number 10, one thing I hope to take away from the program, everything but a future with the Disney company. I eventually want to come back and work with the animals. I'm hoping to major in veterinarian animal technology and work with animals and maybe work with exotic animals like an Animal Kingdom. So I hope to take away a future with the Walt Disney Company. Alright, so I thought I might as well, since I'm here, do a little location reveal. I got my itinerary today, and I could not be more excited. I got placed on Main Street East, which means I'll be working in the confectionery. I am crazy excited because that is the location I requested, because I mentioned earlier that I've worked retail for 4 years. All those years have actually been in a candy store, so I love working in candy stores, and I already know how to dip caramel apples and make cake pops and all that stuff. So I am super excited to be getting to do all of that in Disney World, and also just seeing the magic, seeing the parade, the fireworks. The night shifts are going to be kind of a rough time, but it's worth it to work in Magic Kingdom because it is the most magical place on property. So I am super excited, and With my itinerary, I also found out I will be living in Patterson Court, which is pretty exciting because I've heard there are a lot of stray cats, and I love cats. I don't know if you can see, but I have my cat next to me. I love him. His name is Mishka. So I'm gonna miss him too, and I'm really excited to have some adopted cats for a couple of months. So I am super excited. I'm not really sure how to sign off, but this is my DCP tag. I fly out to Orlando in 5 days and check in 1 week. So I will be trying to vlog as much as I can. I gotta get used to it. I haven't really done this before. It's a learning experience, but I'll see what I can do. So this was my DCP tag. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Hello.